Welcome to the D&D Morning Show, and we're back at it with another episode.
You don't hear the music?
Last episode, I told him that he's got to stop. He keeps bringing it back. It's like he thinks he's good at it or something.
I think it should be there. Oh, you guys are going to see some little improvements with the morning show as well. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe put in some pictures, some videos. Who knows?
Maybe you'll get a treat and he'll show you some of his keyboarding skills.
Do you have a video of that?
Oh, I'm pretty sure there's a happy birthday video that you sent to me last year on the keyboard.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Cue it here if we have it. All right, what do we got?
Fun fact.
Oh,
We're talking about popcorn.
All right, so Dorothy and I enjoy relaxing with a show or a movie or whatever that is at the end of the day, and we enjoy popcorn. And I suppose this could be a quick preview of a recipe, but just a healthy version of a popcorn recipe is Himalayan salt, coconut oil, and nutritional yeast. And
delicious.
Just makes popcorn.
I can't control myself, it's so good.
The air popped, of course, but
yes.
It's just a nice, healthy treat as opposed to microwave popcorn, or I don't know, I think they have ones on the stove now.
Oh, I think so. I don't know.
I don't even know. We stay away from that stuff.
Yeah.
Air popcorn with that recipe is something that we enjoy.
Delicious.
And Dorothy enjoys it more than the average bear. Let's say. So
I like it a lot. And when I like something, I get involved and totally consumed with it. I love food. So we have this big popcorn bowl, and Drew has to have his own bowl
because. See how she just takes over?
Okay, go.
She's taking over.
Go.
No, go ahead.
Go.
Finish.
It's
your story.
It is now. I was saying about our big bowl.
I know.
We used to share out of one bowl, and then Drew's like, "This is not happening anymore," because I had 2 bites, and it's gone.
Didn't last long.
Keep going.
Dorothy gets infatuated with the TV show, and she'll be watching the TV show, and then I just hear this and I'm watching, and I eat my popcorn, I look over, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And then because she's just it's like a cartoon, it doesn't stop. And then I'll be maybe halfway done my popcorn, and Dorothy will be like, "Something happened to my popcorn. Someone ate it."
Someone ate my popcorn. You better give me some of yours. But it's true. I get so consumed. I'm like, and sometimes Drew's even like, "Are you breathing over there?" And I'm like, I love popcorn.
It's not sometimes, it's every time.
Okay. Every time he asks me.
Every time we have popcorn, I say, "Dorothy, remember to breathe now."
He hands me the bowl. Don't forget to breathe. But you eat it so slowly. One little kernel
I
at
enjoy
a
it.
time. One little kernel at a time. I'm like, get in there! Eat it!
I enjoy it. I savor it. I mindfully eat my popcorn.
And I'm like, who is that Sesame Street character? Where the food is
Cookie
just
Monster?
Probably Cookie Monster I'm thinking of. Just food's going everywhere.
The only time that our roles switched with doing things quickly, because as you know maybe from a past show, we talked about Dorothy as a snurtle. Oh, I drew a picture of it. Shoot. I was going to show you guys. We should splice it in there. A picture of the snurtle. So the only time that our roles are reversed is Dorothy does everything like a turtle, is when we eat. Dorothy eats a little quickly, and I eat very slowly.
I have made improvements with my eating, though.
Much better, yeah. No, except for popcorn.
Except for popcorn. That's an exception.
All right, what do we got going on?
We're going to talk today about being in a grumpy mood or being in a bad mood, and how it's us that decides that, and we're the only ones that can change that. So I'll start off with a little story.
What you got for us?
So I was in a grumpy mood not too long ago, and I don't know, it's so interesting. You just get consumed about being tired and grumpy, and it just takes over your whole day. When if I had decided at that moment that I realized I was in a good mood, I could to change it, or I was in control and could change it, would change my whole day. But it wasn't until later on that I was like, I guess I do decide. But what was happening was Drew early on in the day noticed I wasn't being myself and was like, let's work out. And I'm like, no, I'm tired. I don't want to work out. Like, that's the last thing I want to do. So I like stomped around all day and just wasn't even considering like how I could or thinking of ways I could change myself. But then finally, she was like, come on, let's just do a little workout, 10 minutes. I'm like, fine. So it was like only like into our first set and I was like, oh, I feel better.
Oh man, you.
Yeah, so like it's normal, I think, that we're not happy and perky like 100% of the time. It's okay, like we are kind of sometimes have lower moods, but just that it's us that gets to decide whether that continues or it stops.
Well, I mean, it's your mind. Like our mind is crazy, like how the mind works. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
But when we're in a good mood, like we're grateful for things, we're happy about our environment, our circumstances, things that happen throughout our day. Like our mind finds things to be more happy about. So we're always like our mind is just programmed that way to find more things. Like something like, for example, let's say a car on the road. For example, you see a certain car. Let's say it's I don't know, some type of SUV. That's like a red SUV, let's just say, and it's driving down the road, and then for whatever reason that you're focused on that red SUV, so you see them start popping up everywhere, but they're not popping up everywhere. They've always been there, but because our mind is focused on something different, that our mind just naturally finds more of them.
It's like when you buy a new car. It's like you search for like this perfect car that you want and that you like, and you haven't really seen too many before, but then you own one, so now you see them all.
Right, see them all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's exactly...
You're focused on that.
Right, and that's exactly how our mind works, because when we're in a good mood, we can find things to put us in a better mood, And then, but it's the exact same thing when we're not in a good mood. Like someone cuts us off in traffic, someone says something to us, someone cancels an appointment, and like it just carries on and continue on. But when you're in a good mood, maybe someone cuts us off and you don't really think about it, like, well, or if whatever it is, someone says something to you and you take it negatively because you're in a bad mood, so you think of all the reasons why they said that to you, or why that offended you, or how that affected you, it made your day worse. So I just think it's so crazy and incredible how our mind works to find those things. Like, so you did something like working out, so you start to get endorphins moving through your body, you start to your blood starts flowing, hydration is going through your body, we're flushing out toxins. There's so many things that happen throughout workouts, and now you're feeling good, so you push aside those feelings that of where you were that you weren't feeling great, and now you start to see things differently. You see things throughout the day and throughout your mood and different circumstances that are are happy and enjoyable. Now you changed your day.
And it's funny how quickly like you forget, or maybe I just didn't want to see it that way, right? But we know that exercise makes us feel better. We know that it makes us happy. But I kept like resisting. I don't know why, but I was.
Well, it's just that well, let's just say negative mindset of like, I don't want to work out. It's not going to make me feel better. I don't want to.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, stop bothering me. I just want to. And sometimes we just want to be miserable. Sometimes we just want to be in a certain state. We don't want to get out. And I think that internally we can really dig deep into that. The reasons we get things in life is because we really want them, whether that's positive or negative. But it's probably for another show.
Yeah.
But I think that you're exactly right. Like, you didn't want to. You wanted to resist that because that was the mood you're in, and it was difficult to find different things. And that happens to all of us. Like, we're not always like happy and like excited, and like we all go through like ups and downs. We all go through like forms of depression and rejection and failure. And it's just the thing, like your mindset of how you pick yourself back up and are able to see those positive things, change your mindset, and then live that positive day. Yeah,
I think that's one of the first steps, is to recognize the state that you're in, and then realize that you're the only one that can change it. Nobody else can do that for you. So I think that's kind of the first step on the road to changing those moods.
I agree. I'm just realizing, understanding that this is happening right now, and you can change it if you want. And you don't always have to. I mean, just be miserable sometimes. Eat some popcorn.
It's not very fun being miserable.
No, it's not. Like, we don't want that. That's not a natural state.
Yeah.
Like, our natural state is like a baby. Like, babies are usually like happy, excited, they're like flexible, like can move around. They're like babies are like, people love babies. They're like cute and cuddly. There are times when they're not like when they're not all that cute and cuddly. They're having a bad day too.
Yeah.
But I mean, our natural state, the way we want to live, is like a baby.
Yeah.
And I think if we could be more like a baby, like happy, like I just see baby like grabbing their feet and like smiling and like rolling around.
That's what you want to do?
Yeah,
Let's
I could
see
do that right now.
Let's see that.
No. Don't come to me.
Yeah. So after you recognize it and want to change, what would you say is an action step to move forward?
You know, it's funny. You know, the things are so small. You know, I was reading this book, and one of the things was that they mentioned was like humming.
Oh.
Or like whistling.
Ooh.
And I think that sometimes, like after I'm done eating, like I just naturally whistle. Like we're like, well, I have a meal, and then like you're walking around, and I just start whistling because I'm in a good mood. I feel good. So those things that we do when we're in a good mood, we could do when we're not in a good mood to put us in a good mood. You know what I mean? Like laughing is a good one. Like you don't feel like laughing when you're miserable, so maybe put on a movie that does make you laugh.
Yeah.
That could be more enjoyable. Like playing with a pet. That's just something like we love our pets. Our pets are like family members. So instead of like annoying, like thinking of your pet as like annoying right now, or like, you know how sometimes when I was younger, like it was my dog, like, you got mad at your dog for like peeing somewhere. We had like a little family dog once. When he's a baby, he'd pee. So I was a kid and I'd get mad, like, you shouldn't pee. You know what I mean? Like instead of having that mindset, go and play with your dogfish Norman. He's
I love Normie.
but Norman like puts me in a better mood just because he's like just a little fish and he just like floats around.
And I swear when I say his name, he like swims a little, like he gets all excited and swims around. I'm like, good morning, Normie, and he like comes to the top. I swear, I tell Drew that every morning. I say, see, he likes it when I talk to him.
Yeah, but it makes you feel better too.
It does, yeah, because he's like excited to see me. Like,
but like that, something small like that, like for whatever reason, like watering plants or like being around plants puts me in a better mood. And like just watching little Normie swim around, and like he just swims around like this happy little fish, just like floating around. And like for me, that's a bit medicinal as well, or meditation.
Yeah.
Another new word for you.
Yeah. Put that in the dictionary of Drew's weird words. Made up words.
Should be a word. Anyways, but I think that if you want to be in a better mood, sometimes it's very difficult, and I think we've all been there.
Yeah, and I don't want to get into environment right now because we could talk about that forever. But a lot of times you could look to the people you're surrounding yourself with and the environment you place yourself in, the activities you do, etc. If you're struggling on a more consistent basis with your mood,
Right, that's a great point.
You could look to those things.
Yeah, but just understand, like if we want to, we can change our mood. We just take some time and effort, and just continually, like it's a reaction. Like I think sometimes when you're in a bad mood, you naturally start to do things to put yourself in a better mood after you kind of train yourself to do that. Because otherwise we'd be miserable all day or for a few days in a row. Like I think we've all been there as well.
Oh yeah.
So you got a recipe for us?
Of course I do. Do every week. It's my thing.
All right, what's our recipe?
It's granola, peanut butter granola today. One of our favorites. We eat granola all the time. So it's quick and easy to prepare, and in the morning it's fast meal. So the recipe that we enjoy is very few ingredients. So there's 3 cups of oats, rolled oats.
And you can find gluten-free oats.
Oh yes, yeah. It's even more available now. Like I see it all the time in grocery stores too.
I just think that I always remember back to a trade show that we did, and we were serving a complete truth protein, and then we had these protein balls that we rolled up, and they had oats in them, and people are like, it was actually a gluten-free trade show, and people are like, oh, those are oats in there? I can't eat oats. They have gluten in them. I'm like, no, they don't.
touched a soft spot.
It was like an argument. Yeah, I should probably let that go. But I think you still hear that every once in a while, like gluten, like people don't know you can find oats that are
gluten-free.
Thank you.
3 cups oats. Let's get back to the recipe. 3 cups oats, 1/4 cup of peanut butter, 1/4 cup of applesauce, and 1/4 cup of maple syrup. So the 3 liquids, you just mix them all up in the bowl, pour that into the oats, and mix it all up. Make sure your oven's preheated. And the trick to granola, cook it low and slow. I had to train Drew to do this because he was always like burning it.
It's crunchy.
It was burnt.
It's extra crunchy.
It was burnt.
I just
I'm
want to
like,
like
whoa,
put
whoa.
it on, mix it a couple times.
He doesn't. Granola has to be like, how do you call that word?
Snurdle.
Like when you're like doing it slowly, taking your time, putting like care into it. There's got to be a word for that. Come on, dictionary.
I can make up a word for it.
Low and slow is the key. So about 250, 275, really low. And you put the timer on every 20 minutes, give it a stir, and it'll be on for a little while. But, you know, we usually put ours on when we're home. We know we're going to be home. We're doing something at home, so.
You should probably only bake when you're home.
Yes. But I mean, we're not like having something planned for the day. Like we know we're home for the day or home for a few hours. It's not like cookies you throw in and 10 minutes they're done.
Yeah.
Granola takes a little bit longer. But that was only 4 ingredients. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
4 ingredients.
Super easy, super healthy. Mm-hmm. And like, it takes a bit of time, but like it's so worth it instead of like staying away from those cold store-bought cereals with tons of ingredients. Mm-hmm. And this you could take like in a little bag or a little jar for a snack, for example, like trail mix. Mm-hmm.
And we always add in nuts and seeds after, because if you throw those into the oven, they're gonna lose a lot of their nutrient quality from being heated.
So just chop up your nuts and seeds. You have any nuts and seed recommendations?
My go-tos are pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. Nuts are usually almonds, walnuts. Love walnuts.
Hemp seeds.
Hemp seeds. And a way that we like to prepare our granola in the morning is first in the bowl we put a tablespoon or 2 of chia seeds. And we put the milk on, let that gellify, and then we add the granola on top. And then we put our pumpkin seeds, our sunflower seeds, our nuts, hemp seeds, and usually a banana on top. Yep. Delicious.
Fantastic breakfast to start your day.
Oh yeah, packed full of energy. Woo, woo. Try it. Just do it. Try it. Make me feel energized. Woo! Do it.
You make me feel energized. Actually, you just drained me a bit.
I think I scared him. See how he pulled back?
I was expecting like a loud. See, like a loud.
All right, Drew's got a quote for us. I'm always doing the quote, so it's your turn.
Oh my!
Give us a quote.
I kind of feel like I'm the quote person, but you always say the quotes.
You don't always come. No, he doesn't come up with the quotes. I find the quotes.
I know. I just mean like in general. I feel like I have a lot of quotes.
See, I'm very like territorial about these quotes. They're my quotes.
You're trying to steal my quotes. All right, let me do the quote here.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
I actually put this on Instagram this morning. I like to Instagram it up a little bit. And if you want to check that out, that's just at Drew Tadia. So we put a lot of our business stuff up there, like quotes, for example, food, complete truth,
exercise,
workouts. Yeah. So you can check that out if you want. But this one I put up with a nice little sunset from the sunny beaches of LA. And what I said was, if you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. And that's from Paulo Coelho.
I'm so glad you can say that, because I sure can't get that one right.
Super cool name. And he's an incredible author. He wrote the book
Alchemist.
Thank you.
Love that book.
Yeah, you have to check that out if you're not. We should do like a little book segment.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
Anyways, I think that's great. What I got to go back to what I said. I think many times it's difficult for us to let go and move on. And many times when we think about saying goodbye, it's like sad.
So sad.
And like it's emotionally draining and it feels like it's closing doors. But really, we're opening new doors. I think anytime you close one door, you open up multiple doors.
Yeah, so true.
So just check that out. Think about that for a bit. Think about that quote and understand that anytime it's time to say goodbye, anytime it's time to move on, it's really exciting because new things are coming. And I think that sometimes we talk about that, and I actually get excited. Like sometimes you feel sad, there is emotion around it, but then you're like, well, this is a new chapter in our life. We get to experience new things. So just try to be okay with saying goodbye and get excited for what's to come.
Nice. Great way to end the show, Drew.
Thanks.
Good job on the quote.
Thanks for letting me do a quote today. Thanks for joining us, guys. We're gonna let you go on that. Otherwise, Dorothy's gonna keep talking.
Probably. We'll catch you next time.
See you guys.
Bye.